and welcome to this week's edition of Tell It Like It Is Tarot. I've been having a great time looking at different oracles and inspiration cards and matching them or finding the correspondence in tarot. Well, that would be likely so because oracles use imagery, numbers, signs, colors, and other elements of the card that are connected to the correspondences with tarot, which is wonderful because then it's another avenue to be able to see inside the subconscious what it's thinking and being able to intuitively find the answers to our common questions. Well, the card that I drew today is based on the Mystical Shaman Oracle, so I'm going to encourage you to pick that up. This is illustrated by Jenna Della Crotaglia. Alberto Violdo, Colette Baron-Reed, and Marcela Lobos are the narrators or the authors of this book. And the card that I pulled is number 20. And I'm going to show that to you, and you'll be able to see that pop up on your screen. It is absolutely a gorgeous card. So what is the flow in representation of? Well, when we think about flow, we think about energy, and we think about movement, and movement can be negative and positive, but when we look at the card, we actually can see how this would be in relation to being consistent and also releasing something that would heal. When we see this card, the person is amidst the moon or could be the sun. However, we're looking at a darkened card here, and the moon appears to illuminate that full moon. So whatever it was that was released, any negativity is bursting forth, moving forward for something that is healthy and positive and congruent with the purpose, which is really important. So what card in the tarot deck would this be likened to? Well, I'm using the Jungian tarot and its archetypal imagery here, and the card that it's connected to, can you guess? It is the Chariot. You're going to see that card pull up on your screen in just a moment. It is so interesting to look at this card in relation to the oracle card, the Flow. We see that in the Jungian tarot, the card between the Jungian tarot and the oracle, and see the imagery and the colors very much the same. We have the dark blue surrounding the body of the one in the chariot, the water behind him. In the flow, we see this beautiful indigenous person literally bursting forth and allowing water to be part of that healing process. However, what I love about this is that as the water bursts forth, then it's free to move and heal. It's free to have growth, and growth in a positive way. The same way with the chariot, it's free to maneuver and move about so that it can acquire and embark upon whatever is an asset or a benefit to that person or persons. And so these cards, both of these cards in itself represent movement in a way that produces wellness. And that's what I love about looking at these two cards. We can see and glean so much more. Now, how does this apply to you personally? Is there an area within you that you are reflecting and wondering, how can I get more movement? How can I get more positive action from the things that I'm doing? What do I need to break through, or the barrier that I need to break through in order to accomplish a particular goal? What is the limited thinking in not being able to get that result? Well, if any of those questions resonate with you, or any others that I haven't said, definitely reach out. We have a special for April, which is awesome, and you'll find it with that discount code right there, so you'll see that at the end of this video. And I'm really glad to be able to share with you. All of us have different things that keep us from being able to move forward for the moment, but when we recognize what it's connected to, and then we do the work to shift it so that we can now flow and have good movement in our activity, then wellness is restored. Wellness is restored on all three levels, literally in our physical experience, our mental, emotional experience, and our spiritual experience. Well, thank you for joining, and I'll be back tomorrow with another card. And of course, we know which one. This is a telltale one, okay? So it's the moon. And so, of course, what is the message between this moon in the oracle and the moon of the tarot? We'll be back tomorrow with the answer. Ashe!